Welcome back to Business Law and Ethics class of BBA 4th semester. In this subject, we are in third unit. Third unit deals with Companies Act. In the Companies Act, already we have learnt about the definition, the concept of company, characteristic features of company, classification of companies, and now in the previous class, I have started the concept of formation of company. Okay. What do you mean by formation? What is the meaning of formation? Formation means starting of an organization. Okay. Here it is starting of a company. Okay. See, company as the term, in simple terms, we can define the term company. Company is an association of persons, voluntary association of persons with a profit motive. Majority of the times, it will be with profit motive. If you want to remove profit motive, you can simply define a company as a voluntary association of people with a motive. That motive means objective, aim. That aim may be profit or sometimes non-profit. Without profit also, companies may be formed to serve the society, so to serve the people at large in the society. So in the yesterday's class, in the previous class, what we have learned is, see, these are the steps in promotion of a company or formation of a company. Who is the person who takes all these steps? What is that person called?
Promoter, sir.
Very good. That person is called as promoter. Promoter is the person who brings together other resources. Those resources are men, material, money. Men, material, money. See, in material itself, machinery will be there. So these are necessary for a company to be formed. So he will take all the steps for its incorporation. Incorporation means registration. And he will see to it that the company gets required capital, means investment. And then he will take all the steps for the company to be commencing its business. So these are the steps in formation of a company. Okay. Now coming to the next discussion point, that is, whatever that I mentioned in these points. See, these are the sub points in them. See, these I have already explained, but we will recap it. See, first one is selection of the type of a company. So the company may be formed for various reasons. It may be a production company, or it may be a service company. It may be simply purchase and sales company, or it may deal with any other type of business. So first one is selection of type of the company. Which type of company we are going to establish, whether it is manufacturing company, or whether it is just purchase and sales company, or whether it is service motive company, we have to decide. Again, whether it is going to continue in a service sector or a manufacturing sector, or simply trade, that is purchase and sales sector, we have to decide. Okay. Similarly, all the things, that is, whether we want to establish a company in rural area or urban area or semi-urban area, likewise, those points also have to be discussed. And while setting up of a company, all those play a key role. Coming to preliminary requirements, see, before a company is set up, preliminary means basic requirements will be there. All those things need to be taken care of. See, all WH questions need to be solved here. Means what, why we are establishing, when we are establishing, where we are establishing, how we are establishing. All these things need to be, all these questions need to be answered in the preliminary requirements. Means the place is important, selection of a place, the people, from where you are going to choose the people. Means only localers or within the state or across the country or across the globe, all those things need to be decided. then you are going to reserve a name for your company. See, when a child is born, you are going to go for what you call Barasala or naming ceremony. So similarly, in company is recognized whether it is the case of an individual or the case of a organization or a company. Name is very, very important. So reserving whatever name that you choose, you have to get it registered with the registrar of companies. Companies registrar will register the company's name. So that is important step. Then about these, we will learn immediately. It is memorandum of association, articles of association. These are very, very important documents in a company's life. They have to be prepared very meticulously, very carefully. They have to be prepared. Okay, what are the points that are to be incorporated in them? We will discuss shortly. At least we will start with memorandum of association in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Then filing of the documents with registrar of companies. You see the spelling properly. It is not register of companies. It is registrar of companies. Companies registrar will be filing all the documents, necessary documents, will be receiving the documents from the promoters. So you have to file all the documents with the registrar of companies. Then he will issue you a certificate of incorporation. Incorporation means it is a permission to start the company's operations. Operation means not a doctor's operation, but purchasing, selling, or production, or manufacturing, or whatever you are involved in, your company is involved in. So he will issue a certificate of incorporation. Means the certificate is officially registered. Its name is this. It is here. It is going to deal with such type of business. Likewise, everything will be mentioned in certificate of incorporation. Then allotment of corporate identity number. See, in your house, you can inquire with the elders. They will have generally PAN. What is PAN? With reference to income tax?
Permanent account number.
Very good. Permanent account number. See, similarly, corporate identity number is going to be there, with which company can be identified. All correspondence with the registrar of companies can be traced out with the help of corporate identity number. This CIN will be issued to the company immediately after it is incorporated. Okay, effect of registration. See, immediately after the registration is completed, company can start its business operations, that is manufacturing or purchase or sales or doing any service, whatever that it is interested in, it can carry out. Then see, it can commence its business. Means, see, in this step, the company will enter into various agreements with purchasers, sellers, with suppliers, with customers, like that. So after the, suppose a company is manufacturing cars, then they have to, for raw material, they have to enter into agreement with the suppliers. So immediately after registration is over, they can go for all those agreements which are necessary to carry out business. So they can commence their business immediately after certificate of incorporation is received by them, which is issued by the registrar of companies. So these are the steps in formation of company. Did you understand? Yes, please.
Yes,
Did you understand? Okay. Now see, this is the pro forma of certificate of incorporation. You can see here. This is number. This is dated. See, it is 1999, like that here. So now we are in 21st century. So we start with 20. Date is going to be here. See, this is issued by registrar of companies. Okay, of which state? For every state, different registrars will be there. So he will issue a certificate like this. I hereby certify that here company's name will be there. That company or private limited is this day incorporated under the Companies Act 1956. Now, which year they will write?
2013.
Very good. In 2013, Companies Act is revised to a great extent. So nowadays, they will issue a certificate under the Companies Act 2013. And that the company is limited. Whether, see, where in types of companies I mentioned, company can be limited company, company can be unlimited company, company can be limited by liability. Like you go and check. Okay. So like that, if the company, majority of the companies are limited companies only, that is why this pro forma is given like this. So given under my hand at dash place, the name of the place, and this date, day, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, month, which month? This is year, here this is 1999, like that will be there, but we have to change it to 2021, 22, 23, like that. So fees and deed stamp, whatever value of the stamp paper that is mentioned, that is needs to be there. They will have to write here. And stamp duty of capital. So based on the capital of the company, stamp duty will be decided. So that will be mentioned here. And seal of company register, this is rubber stamp, will be affixed here. And here company's registrar will sign. And here he will mention the state also. So this is the pro forma of certificate of incorporation. This is a model. Okay. I hope you understood. Okay. The place will be there, date, name, place, date, month, year, and the requisite stamp is going to be there. If everything is perfect, if all the documents are perfect, like I mentioned, what important documents, MOA means Memorandum of Association, or AOA, Articles of Association, prospectus, certificate in lieu of prospectus. These are the important documents for any company. If all are perfect, the company's registrar, if he is satisfied, he will issue this certificate. Okay. Did you understand? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now coming to, this is just for our country. What is the most important document?
MOA.
Not for company, I am asking, for our country.
Aadhaar card.
No, for individual, I am not asking. For our country, what is the important document? Means, in which book? Powers of president, powers of prime minister, powers of chief minister, powers of governor, powers of Supreme Court judge. Where it is
Constitution.
Very good. For a country, constitution is important. For a company, memorandum of association is important. Did you understand the importance? The country cannot function without constitution. The company cannot function without memorandum of association. That is MOA in short. Okay. See, in memorandum of association, all important information regarding company is going to be there. What is the important information? Name of a company will be mentioned in memorandum of association. Place, where it is going to be situated, will be mentioned in memorandum of association. Then capital, how much capital is going to be there for the company, that is going to be mentioned in memorandum of association. Then addresses of names and addresses of directors of the company. See, original owners of a company are shareholders. They will give money. So they will be distributed across the world sometimes. So it is not possible for them to attend meetings, to take decisions regarding a company. So on behalf of them, they will appoint directors. They will elect directors. Those directors will run the affairs of the company. See, similar, you take the case of our country. Crores of population is there. We are making our own acts, but we cannot together sit and take decisions. On behalf of us, what we are doing, we are electing MLAs, we are electing MPs, and they will decide on behalf of us what is good for the country and what is bad. So similarly, directors are important for a company. If a company has to prosper, directors should be very prompt, should be efficient and effective. So what are the names of directors? What are the addresses of directors? Everything will be mentioned in a memorandum of association. Similarly, I mentioned in the types of companies. Shareholders liability may be limited by guarantee, may be unlimited. Whether this company, a particular company's shareholders liability is limited or unlimited or limited by guarantee will be will be disclosed in memorandum of association. That is why it is the most important document in a company's history. Changing it is very, very difficult. I am not saying it is impossible. It is possible, but with great difficulty. See, can you change your name now? You are studying a degree. Can you change your name now?
Yes, sir, but difficult, sir.
Yes, it is possible, but with difficulty. See, can you change your name before your first class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is
Easily, sir.
also possible. This is also possible, but that is with easiness. But this is with difficultness. So that is why before preparing memorandum of association, before submitting it to the company's registrar, one should be very, very careful. The promoters should be very, very careful. Okay. So under the Companies Act, Article 2 of 1 of 22, memorandum of association of a company as originally framed or as altered from time to time. Altered means changed. It can be changed, but it is very, very difficult. In pursuance of the provisions of any previous Companies Act or of this ordinance. So it is originally going to be framed, but at the same time, it can be changed from time to time based on certain requirements. See, now we have established a company. So I mentioned in memorandum of association, address will be there. It is originally started in Hyderabad, let us take for example. But due to state bifurcation, the company wants to shift its base to Vijayawada. It is possible, but you have to file an application to the company's registrar, to the registrar of companies. So any changes can be made, but it takes some time. It is difficult. Okay. So definitions, you can see memorandum of association is a document which sets out the constitution of a company. So I mentioned at the beginning of this topic, I asked you the question, what is the important document or book for a country? That is constitution. So similarly, memorandum of association is treated as the constitution of a company. Okay? It is the foundation upon which the structure of the company is made. If it is not properly made, company will collapse easily. It is very, very difficult to run a company. So it describes the scope of the company's activities and its relation with outsiders. Not outsides, it is outsiders. Okay. See, in this one, in memorandum of association, all the important information is divided into clauses. Okay. Different clauses are there. Clauses means in memorandum of association, information will be divided in paras. Name clause, object. See, important clause is object clause. In the total memorandum of association, object clause is very, very important. See, what is object? Object means here objective, aim. Aim of a company is very, very important. You cannot frequently change your aim. See, if you joined in BCom or BBA means, again after 1 year, can you change to another group? You cannot change. Again, you have to take TC and freshly you have to be admitted. You can study BCom now also, but you have to take TC from BBA. One or two academic years are going to be wasted and you have to freshly join in BCom. Similarly, companies' memorandum of association can be altered, can be changed, but with a lot of difficulty. And in all the information in memorandum of association is divided in paras. So each para is known as clause. Name clause, name is going to be mentioned. Address clause, address is going to be mentioned. Object clause, objective is going to be mentioned. You cannot change it easily. See, suppose I want to establish a company for manufacturing of toy guns. Toy guns means during Diwali or during ordinary period, children want to play with toy guns. They enjoy it. So my objective, the company's objective, I have established a company with the objective of preparing toy guns. But suddenly after 1 year, I came to know that if I produce original guns, more profit I can accumulate. I can enjoy more profits. Can I immediately change to preparing original guns without informing the government or without taking the permission from the registrar of companies? Can I prepare like that?
No, sir.
I can prepare, but I will be behind the bars. I will be put in jail. Okay, so that is very, very important. Preparing objects, identifying aim is important. For you students also, aim is very, very important. Without aim, you cannot reach anywhere. So similarly, a company, it has to set its objective correctly. Its aim should be correct. Okay, so that is the importance of memorandum of association. Okay, did you understand the concept of memorandum of association? It is for any building, foundation is important. See, if you read newspapers, if you follow news, yesterday a very big building has collapsed. In which country it happened?
Don't know, sir.
Don't know. In America it happened. See, almost nearly 100 persons are missing. In American history, it is the rarest of a rare kind. It is. Okay, 100 persons are missing. One is reported killed. That's all. They are searching for persons who are there. Maybe they are thinking like that. Okay. See, why I described that event means, see, if foundation is not correct, building will collapse. If memorandum of association is not properly prepared, company will be very, very difficult to achieve its objectives. Okay. So purpose of memorandum of association, why memorandum of association is prepared? So it is the constitution of the company. Okay. It is the charter which defines the limitations of the power of a company established under law. So I mentioned, in my example, I mentioned I am going to prepare Thai guns. So that it will limit my preparation. I cannot prepare big AK-47 guns or pistols or any other original guns. Whatever I have mentioned in the memorandum of association, I cannot go beyond them. Okay, it contains the fundamental conditions under which company must be incorporated. Okay, so fundamental conditions based on which company is registered. If we do not fulfill those conditions, company can be wound up, can be closed by the government or by the court or by the registrar of companies. It determines the powers, objects. Object means objective, objects and the limits of the company. So what a company can take up, what it should not take up, everything will be mentioned in company. So that is why this is the most important document in the history of a company, memorandum of association. Okay. See, I mentioned, every information in a memorandum of association is divided into clauses. Okay, in each clause, one information regarding one particular item will be mentioned. This is very, very important question. You have to learn it. You have to remember it. So first clause is name clause. These clauses in the next class I will ask. Everybody should tell me these 6 clauses. These are very, very important. First clause is name clause. See, as the name itself implies, by the nomenclature itself, you can see it specifies the name of the company. So what is the name of the company? You can understand by looking into this class. In the registered office class, see here, company's address will be mentioned. Means, so see in this address, all official books of the company, all official documents you can find. It is company's registered office. See, if you go to this office, you can find out profit and loss account statements or balance sheet statements or company's important registers or directors' addresses, directors' qualifications, everything, whatever that you want information regarding a company, that will be available in a registered office class. Whatever address that is mentioned in this class, if you go there, if you search there, if you seek there, you can find all that information. Then object of clause, this is the most important clause in memorandum of association. This also we have to remember. I will ask a question. Object clause is the most important clause in company's memorandum of association, because beyond this you cannot take up activities. Whatever that you mentioned in objectives clause, only in fulfilling, only in reaching those objectives, you can carry on activities. Beyond those activities, if you carry on your business, means it is illegal. You are liable to be punished. Maybe criminal proceedings may be issued or civil proceedings may be issued. Okay. Then liabilities clause. See, I mentioned, in the types of companies I mentioned. Now also in previous 10-15 minutes I mentioned. Company's liability can be limited liability, unlimited liability, limited by guarantee. So that you have to mention in the liabilities clause. Means company members of the company, shareholders of the company, their liability is whether it is limited, whether it is unlimited, or whether it is limited by guarantee. You have to specify in a limited in this liability clause. Then capital clause. See, with how much capital you are going to establish your company will be mentioned in capital clause. Okay. So say suppose if a company mentioned that they will have 100 crores as capital. So they can start their business with 50 crore, but they cannot start their business with 150 crore, because this is the maximum limit that they specified in capital clause. So that is why when preparing memorandum of association, you have to be very, very careful. If you mention here 1,000 crores, then you cannot collect more than 1,000 crores. If you mention 21,000 crores, you cannot collect more than 21,000 crores of capital. So while preparing memorandum of association or while preparing a capital clause, you should be very, very careful. Okay. So as mentioned by me, they can be changed, they can be altered, but it is difficult. Okay. Then subscription clause. See, subscription clause means, see, frequently or rarely, some people will come to your house to collect some money. They will say that, sir, please subscribe our newspaper. For say this month offer is there, sir. If you purchase for 6 months, another 2 months we will give free of cost, sir. Likewise, they will mention sometimes. Okay. Similarly, when you watch a YouTube channel, when you watch your favorite movie, or when you watch your favorite song, they will ask you to subscribe my channel. You press this bell button. Okay. Likewise, if you like it, you share it. Likewise, they will mention. Similarly, in subscription clause, all the members, whoever has signed in the memorandum of association, they have to mention in the subscription clause. It will be mentioned whether they have invested any money in the company or not. Okay, it states the member subscribing their signature in memorandum. So whatever they have subscribed, whatever money they have given to the company, whatever they have invested in the company, that will be mentioned in subscription clause. And whoever signs on the memorandum of association, as it is very, very important document, they must invest some money in the company. As a member in the company, what is their subscription you have to mention. How much they have invested, what is their interest, in what way they are interested in the company, you have to mention. See, why it is mentioned here means, see, while preparing this document, as I mentioned, it is very, very important document in the history of the company. It has to be prepared properly. So that is why whoever prepares this document, whoever signs on those documents, on this document, that person has to be made has to own some responsibility on the preparation of the document. That is why, see, if the company loses, he should lose something. Only then he will be very, very careful while preparing these all clauses. So that is why he will be asked to invest something in the company. So that whatever investment that he makes, that will be mentioned in this subscription clause. So he will be more careful, because if the company loses, he will also lose something. So that is why while preparing all these clauses, he will be very, very careful. So that is why this clause is mentioned in memorandum of association. I hope you understood. Is it clear? Did you understand?
Sir.
So I am repeating the classes: name class, registered office class, object class, liability class, capital class, and subscription class. 6 classes are there. In pairs, this memorandum of association will be prepared. Okay. So in today's class, what we have learned? We have learned the meaning of memorandum of association, purpose of memorandum of association, and we have seen a model of certificate of incorporation and the steps in formation of a company. We have discussed all those aspects in today's class. How company is going to be formed, we have discussed. Okay. In the coming classes, we will discuss about articles of association. Next important document is articles of association. See, memorandum of association, articles of association. So till now, in this subject, in this topic, 3rd unit, we have discussed the meaning and definition of company, characteristic features of company, classification of companies, how a company is going to be formed. We have discussed in today's class and in previous class, and in memorandum of association we have discussed. Okay. In the next class also, we will go through memorandum of association once. Again, we will shift to articles of association. So thank you very much, dear friends. Have a good day.
Thanks.